What's going on, y'all beautiful people, man? I hope you guys are having an amazing day today, man. It's amazing to be out here with you today. It is a little bit rainy today, but we having a great time. Hope you guys are having a great time. In this video, we are simply going to talk about your greatest love that you will ever experience, and the fact that it is with God. So sometimes we might not have people in our life that reciprocate the type of love that we give out. You give out so much of yourself. You give out so much beautifulness. You give out so much care, love. You do everything for this person. You just like pour out your entire heart. And that's amazing. But you might not have somebody that pours back into you that same way. Now, it's not saying that those people are bad. Sometimes they just aren't able to, or sometimes they just don't know how to do that. And we can't get so upset at those people for not being able to do that, because we still love them. We love them very much with our whole hearts. Whether it's a significant other, whether it's family, whether it's anything like that. But I was literally thinking about it today, like, that can be something that can be hard sometimes. But think about the fact that the best love that I have ever experienced is the Lord, my God, God's love. No matter who you have in your life right now, you have an abundance of love available in God. I might not have people in my life every day that are able to listen to me, that are able to know what I really have going on. And you probably don't either. You don't have somebody that's going to sit there with you that's going to just be like, hey, tell me everything about your day. Tell me everything that you got going on. Tell me how you felt about all this stuff. Of course, that would be amazing. But people, a lot of times, don't care. They don't care. And that's okay. That's okay. Because God sees you. There's a story in the Bible of a woman that goes to the woods. She's like out there. She doesn't know what's going to happen. And God sees her. And God sends an angel down to talk with her, even though she feels like she's out in the middle of nowhere. In that same way, God sees you and God knows you and He loves you very much. But it's just like, when you start to really tune in with God, it is the greatest love you'll ever experience. But sometimes you have to get tuned in to the fact that He's sending things your way. Like, for me, I never realized how much He speaks to me in like little things, like the TV shows that I watch. There's like little moments that happen that are perfect answers for what I am dealing with. There's little moments that happen in my life in terms of going to the Word. I'll go to the Word and all of a sudden I have a perfect answer for what I'm dealing with. All of a sudden it's like a nice little pat on the back telling me that I appreciate you and I love you. And it's so overwhelmingly loving. I don't know what's going on over there, but it's so overwhelmingly loving. And when you experience that, it's going to feel so good. Like, I literally cried the most that I ever have because I felt the love of God. Like, I had this question of, how do I really place God at the forefront of everything? And, sometimes we think too much about like, oh, is our looks and how much success we're getting, is that going to be the thing that matters most? But then I had this answer come to me that I made in another video about, and it was just such the perfect answer. I was praying on the freaking middle of the road, went to go drive to my girlfriend's house, and I was listening to some Selena, which was a kid, and it was so damn emotional because one of the songs was, I'm in the mood for love, simply because you're near me. And that little part, I'm in the mood for love, simply because you're near me. Like, that is just literally, it hit me so hard because I'm in the mood for love because God is near me. You know what I'm saying here? I'm in the mood for love because His love is so good. It makes me want to pour out into everybody else. And you might not have somebody right now that can fill up your cup. You might not have somebody else that's going to go out there and fill you with love so that you go fill other people love. So that you go put it all into your work. So that you go and you don't need anybody else's love. But God is the person that can fill up your cup beyond anybody's measure. He knows exactly what you need, and He can fill it so damn full, overflowing with the abundance of the world, with infinity that He has for you. And it's crazy because even for our mother, man, my mother yesterday, we were talking and she said that, she had started doing, well, she's been doing the Coffee with Jesus, but she really took the time to memorize this one psalm, Psalm 23. And I was really surprised because she memorized it very well. And, she said that it's been helping her, and she really has felt the presence of God and felt like good in going towards Him and being able to have Him in the battles that she's dealing with at work. And then she tells me that same morning that she did it and she felt good after like battling from, like, she couldn't get no sleep, anything like that, but she wasn't going to let that stop her. She went towards the Lord and she felt good about that. And then my dad calls her and he starts telling her like, hey, I appreciate you. I love you. Like, I really care about you. And my dad is not somebody that is going to do that a lot. He's he's very very what you call it, like, yeah, he's just not gonna send that stuff. He's not gonna send those care packages that much. Okay, he's amazing, he's loving, he cares about her, but he just won't say it all the time. So, my mother, she saw like that came from somewhere, and she knew that came from God, and that was God, speaking to her through him. And it was amazing because that was the little thing that she needed, that little pat on the back. And God's love is always there for us, but once we start tuning into it, because normally it could just be something where it's like, okay, it's just a little, I appreciate it. But no, like, it's something bigger. It's something stronger. It's something like God is speaking directly to you. And sometimes we will question it, like, is that just a coincidence? Like, is that just something that, like, kind of just happened? Or we could always say that coincidences are God's ways of staying anonymous. I love you guys. Hope you guys are doing amazing today, man. Hope you feel the love of the Lord. Let me know what you felt, how you felt the love of the Lord today, how you felt it this week, whatever it might be. Love you guys. Hope you're doing amazing. Peace.